And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. And our third month into the season, things becoming a little more clear in the power ranking. Take a look at the Warriors. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
Yeah, I think for Utah, they've simply been on fire lately, ripping off 5 straight wins to help maintain that #1 spot. And with each additional victory, they're becoming more and more confident.
Now Golden State's starting 5. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. And it's Bogdanović in at the 3 slot. And for the Jazz, George is out there with Reed. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Filipowski in at the power forward position. GA, we've got a marquee matchup in this one. 2 Western Conference powerhouses.
And for all we know, this could be a future playoff matchup. So this is an important test for both teams. They each get an opportunity to see how they stack up against the top opponent.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. No good on the 3. Curry against Reed. Takes a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Butler on the way. Six on the shot clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The defense has to make it tougher for Butler. Can't give him that.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Now here's Reed. We saw him go on a scoring ramp, and good, he hits it again.
And as he continues to fill it up, guys, he's nearing first place all time for points in a season.
Yep, historically dominant, GA. He's put them on his back all season long.
And Wilt Chamberlain scoring 4,029 points back in 1962. A whole different era, to be sure, but to surpass that now would be almost inconceivable.
Reed gets the bucket.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Curry's got 6.
You knew it was coming because Steph, this man loves a good duel.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Guys, one of the more lengthy free agency sagas revolved around Jonathan Kuminga, and many thought his time was up in Golden State. He saw fewer and fewer minutes down the stretch of last season and into their playoff run. But when Kuminga tested free agency, tested potential sign and trade deals, nobody seemed to be the exact right fit. So eventually, he took the Warriors' offer. Guys, we'll see just how long this lasts, but for now, he'll continue to be in that Golden State uniform.
We'll continue to track that story. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. And Reed has got the ball here for Utah. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in the Bay Area.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hi, guys. Well, D in their last time out against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He dropped an amazing number of points and was so disruptive defensively, picking up a bunch of steals. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys...
And another one falls.
A day has come that I thought we'd never see. He has done the impossible.
A new record for points in a season. Incredible.
He has broken Wilt Chamberlain's historic mark 1962. It stood for decades until now.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Moody comes in for Buddy Hield. And Monte Morris subbed in for Stephen Curry. .129 left here in the opening quarter. Moody the pass to Morris. Here's Jackson Davis. Pass to Moody. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off target from three-point range. Fires from deep. And that drops in from beyond the arc. Three-pointer from Reed. Reeves got 18 points. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Timberwolves. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which...
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Brandon Podziemski. Kuminga out there with Butler. Then it's Trayce Jackson-Davis. And it's Moody in at the two-guard spot. Second shot opportunity, and Jackson-Davis gets it to go. Jackson-Davis has got it back down to within single digits to the Warriors. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Up top, Reed. He's got...
Oh, my goodness, man. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
The Jazz making a switch here. Martin's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Quentin Post is checked in for Trayce Jackson-Davis. Pass to Post. Inside, Moody the bounce pass. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And again, no good by Golden State. For the Utah Jazz, they won their last contest, that game against the Clippers. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Pocket 6, and out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And here's another update on the All-Star voting. Just a couple of days left now to cast your ballot.
Yeah, and it's coming down to the wire now, Kevin. A tense time for some of these players.
Now you look at Reed. He's in the lead, sitting at #1 in the West.
Clearly a fan favorite, and they're giving him the highest praise possible on their ballot.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. Curry's checked in for Quentin Post.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
Williams, he's checked in for the Jazz. Hields checked in for Golden State. It's good. Curry's got 8 points.
With his touch, Curry can beat you from inside as easily as he can outside.
Outside, Reed. No one near him. And Utah again with the bucket.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
So it's the Utah Jazz in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the running for this year's three-point contest. And I have a question. Between you two, who would win a three-point contest if Kenny were blindfolded?
If I knew, Ernie, where I was standing, like right at the top of the circle, I'd still be.
No, you wouldn't, because you wouldn't see me blocking your shots.
Ooh, extra points for creativity, big fella. And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Jazz.
Well, they got a lift from their bench. Those guys came in, got the buckets, took some pressure off their starters.
They have contributors up. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the...
Utah making a change here. Reed's checked in. Utah leading by 8. They've got Lauri Markkanen. George is out there with Reed. Then there's Kyle Filipowski. And it's Kessler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. Reed gets the bucket.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Stolen by Reed. Three-pointer, drains it from beyond the arc. Reeves got 35.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Bailey is checked in for the Jazz. Now Butler. He's checked in for Markkanen. And so it's Utah with it. At one point, they led by 16.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Curry with the bounce pass. Here's Butler. 13 points in the game. The three. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Reed. And Utah, another three.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Curry kicks to Hield. Golden State moving the ball around. Great open look there. Bogdanovich has got 8.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
RJ, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, he is definitely a tone setter.
Yeah, Kevin, on the court and in the locker room, this man is tenacious. He lets you know exactly what he's thinking. Teams fear him, and sometimes his teammates do as well.
Yeah, easy call.
The Jazz shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Warriors trail by 18. Outside Butler. Pass to Bogdanovich. Three-pointer, Hield. Reed with the rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And they pick up 2.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Curry deciding where to go with it. There's the triple, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Utah leading by 17. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Jimmy Butler, quite the pairing with Steph Curry, and Steph said he's like the exact opposite player of me. He's dominating the paint, I'm dominating the perimeter. Butler said, I don't think I could be a better complement to him, and vice versa. They're not leaving him ever. I'm playing in so much space. Back to you, Kev.
A terrific fit. Thank you, Allie. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And Utah going to change here. Collier's checked in. Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Kuminga comes in for Jimmy Butler. Moody's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Buddy Hield. And 1:01 left here in the third quarter. They set the pick. Here's Podziemski. Misses the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Reed. And another one. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Curry against Reed. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Nurkic with the steal.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Can they get it? And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's Utah. Ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And coming back from the break, he set the record for points in a season last quarter.
Arguably, this is the greatest offensive season in NBA history. He's been consistently unreal all year. No one has scored more in an NBA season. How incredible is that?
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Kuminga in at the 3.
Nice finish.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
To the middle, here's Butler. Great D that time from Martin.
Just enough resistance to force the miss, barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
Moody's checked in for Stephen Curry. Here's Podziemski, guarded by Reed. Down low. And Kuminga gets it to go on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Here's Reed. Hands it from downtown. Reed's got 59 points.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal. And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And Reed has got the ball here for Utah. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Butler takes the 3. Rebound by Williams.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Shot from 16. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Decent look from mid-range. You almost have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
Podziemski. Reed against Butler. Hits it again. Wow.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Jazz?
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
From outside the arc, Kuminga, no good.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Here's Reed. And the 3 off target. Golden State's gone ice cold from 3-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And that one's good by Butler. 15 points for Jimmy Butler.
He has the ideal attitude you want in a swing man. But Butler gets in a good position, take it on the D, and just winning that battle. You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Pass to Kuminga. Over Williams. The rebound by Niang. The Jazz have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Jazz.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for D.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Reed with it. 36 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Shot clock at 6. Another one goes. Incredible.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Podziemski, the bounce pass. Butler finds Podziemski. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Here's Reed. Again, what an avalanche. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense He just can't miss.
And the call will be against D. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Now let's go courtside with Jennifer Quintana.
An incredible display of shot making and clutch play, MP. As you reach the half-century mark in a win, you look like you are not going to be denied. Was there any extra motivation for you in this one?
No, not when the game first started. I was just trying to let the game come to me. But the more I let the game come, the better I felt. It was like the game made itself at home in my living room.
What does that mean exactly?
It means I was perfectly at home, perfectly at ease, Jennifer Quintana. I knew where everyone was going to be at every moment in the game, like walking around my home at night with the lights off. Other people might get tripped up, but not me, not with this team. I was in total control.
It showed. Thanks, MP.
You're welcome.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, Jennifer, thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. See you next time.